So you finally worked up the courage to book a photo shoot, contacted the photographer, paid your deposit, etc. But now what? How do I prepare? Well, I'm here to help you. Yo, it's Alex Don and welcome to my YouTube channel where we go out on shoots, talk production, marketing, and all things camera related. So make sure you like, subscribe, and notify. Let's get right into it and talk about outfits. Lay your clothes out the night before like the first day of school when you were a kid. Consider how many outfits you're bringing. Typically in 1 hour shoot, you can knock out 2 outfits. Pros can do a fast action-packed 3. What people don't consider is changing time. It takes some time to change. You're in the bathroom, you want to touch up your hair, your makeup, take a couple selfies and start feeling yourself. It happens, we get it. But depending on your photographer, they typically charge hourly and not per outfit, so the clock is still running, so keep that in mind. Also, this doesn't mean only bring the outfits you plan on shooting in. It's okay to bring more and ask your photographer what they think. They are the expert here. And don't worry, I keep a standing steamer in the studio to touch up wrinkles. Consider if you're coming dressed to the studio or getting dressed there or on location. Again, most photographers have you on a clock, so you want to maximize our time here. We all know red bottoms are pretty to look at, but pretty terrible to walk in or stand too long. Bring something that's comfy. Don't be doing that crazy wobble about to fall for a couple pictures. Nah. Also, if you're having trouble picking out outfits, hop on like Pinterest or like create a mood board and you can share with your photographer. We get excited too, and we're here to help because the better you look, the better your photos will be. So we've got outfits together. Let's talk about how you look. Is your hair cut and styled how you like it? Too many times I've been asked by people, can I fix a hairline or blend that honeycomb hot out? Flyaways and whatnot, we get, we'll handle that, but switching up almost your entire hairstyle is just crazy. We can do it, but that's extra work, so it might be an extra charge. If you're concerned, speak with your photographer beforehand because some of us have packages where we can have a stylist on location for you. Also, makeup. Make sure it's nice and blended. I personally always recommend having a makeup artist for your shoots. They're an expert in their field and you just want to pull up pampered, ready to shoot. One thing I will say is please stay away from the baby oil. Nobody likes shining and glistening photos and you look like a hot glazed ready donut. Nails. Girls and guys, keep them clean. Let's just keep them clean. Lip gloss, chapstick can be applied throughout the shoot. We don't want nobody being crusty. Everyone loves props on a shoot, but props are indeed niche specific, so reach out to your photographer before your shoot if you have ideas or questions. Personally, at my studio, we do a lot of brand and photography, so we don't keep many props on hand, laptops, iPads, etc. Like if you're a makeup artist, bring your brushes. A chef, bring a knife set. A journal, a planner, etc. if you're like in the business or a coach. If you're in the medical field, bring a stethoscope. Props are unique to your shoot. On birthdays, we love balloons, throne chairs, confetti, all that stuff. Side note, I love the confetti shots, but boy, is clean up a bitch. We can do it, but best believe it's going to be the last shot of the day. All right, so here's some of the extra stuff people don't talk about, but it makes a difference. Make sure you wear the correct undergarments to shoots. Now, as a man, I have no idea what the correct ones are for women, but I do know when they're showing up on camera, and I do know that we don't like that, unless the shoot was designed for that, but I digress. Fellas, our material is typically thicker, so this one doesn't really apply. Bring like a phone tripod for behind the scenes stuff. You know, content is key in this world, and recording yourself taking pictures is pretty cool. Just set it up, let it roll, and remember to grab it later. Also, bring a friend. Now, don't bring the entire family, but 1 or 2 friends is cool. They act as your personal assistant and hype person, and make the shoot easier. But also, let your friends know that the photographer is the expert. Nothing worse than 12 people screaming out ideas at the person who was paid to be here with the ideas. Now, you can give tips and freestyle as well. We don't care, but if you run out of juice, we got you. If we're in studio, bring a music playlist. We're here to kick it, so if you need Beyonce or even Sexy Red to be comfortable, we can play it. Honestly, the best thing you can do to prepare for your shoot is having the correct mindset. An open and relaxed mind. We're gonna try some poses, and if for some reason it don't work out, they will never see the light of day, so don't worry about it. Nothing embarrassing is leaving my camera, and I can tell you that much. If you need a shot to relax, bring one, dark or light. Also, if you're doing an outdoor shoot, consider the time of day. There's this thing called solar noon where the sun is directly above us and it casts a really hard shadow. I wish I could tell you the exact time, but it changes per season and where you're at, so. But also keep in mind the weather. All photographers have rescheduling policies, but just be in communication. If your shoot is supposed to be outside and a tsunami is coming, the shoot is probably canceled. Also, make sure you plan your time accordingly. Typically, we're booked back to back, especially in busy season. So if it takes you 20 minutes to get to the shoot location, plan for parking, walking, etc. because once that timer starts, the timer starts, and what's left is what's left. Talk about your plan for the photos with your photographer. Social media, websites, product, etc. That helps us determine if we're shooting landscape or horizontal or what details to focus on. The more information you can provide us, the better. And don't be afraid to collaborate. It's not just a one-sided game. We're partners at this point, so don't be afraid to suggest ideas you may want. Send pics, send inspiration, whatever you may see. We can probably add more to it and make it work for you. Also, posing. This is one that gets people riled up. Some people get nervous about shoots and say they don't know how to pose, and photographers argue about this a lot. My stance is, it's the photographer's job to pose you. We do this for a living, we know what looks good on camera, and we're going to capture it. So yes, posing is our job. And simply have fun with it because we're about to kick it. So those are my tips for having a successful photo shoot. If you're a photographer or have done shoots before, drop some stuff you'd like to add in the comments, or if I missed anything. But other than that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.